estimates. The department advised me that the appointment of a Justice of the High Court doesn't require consideration of citizenship, and as a result, citizenship data is not even held by the Attorney General, the High Court or the Attorney General's department. And so while consideration of citizenship is not required for the appointment of a Justice of the High Court, is it prudent or imprudent of the Department and the Attorney General to recommend someone be appointed to the High Court without knowing whether that person is an Australian citizen or a dual citizen?
No requirement, Senator, for a Justice of the High Court to be an Australian citizen, as was indicated in the answer to the question on notice. I should say that consideration of potential candidates for the High Court is something that successive attorneys take a very close personal interest in, and it's not necessarily something that the department has a great deal of visibility of. What's being considered, of course, in terms of suitability to be on the highest court of the land, it's about the legal preeminence of the person's experience, expertise, ability to reason through any sorts of cases that might come through them. So those are the sorts of things that attorneys typically consider.
Yes, I understand that, and I have some sympathy for you not being closely associated with the decision as well. The point is, I suppose, that the High Court justices who have been making a series of judgments about the interpretation of Section 44 of the Constitution might not even be Australian citizens. Is that, from a departmental point of view, be prudent or an imprudent thing?
Senator, are you asking me for an opinion on the High Court Act?
Yeah, I'd like an opinion.
Under the official guidelines for official witnesses, Senator, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to give you an opinion on that.
All right. So, all right. Well, I will ask it in another way. If you were giving advice to the Attorney General, would you advise the Attorney General to seek information as to the citizenship of possible candidates to appointment to the High Court?
So, Senator, you're asking about advice that we might hypothetically give to the attorney, and one, it's not appropriate for us to give hypothetical answers, and secondly, if we were giving deliberative advice to the attorney, then that would be a matter for the attorney.
Well, I can only try. And, well then, does the department have a view as to whether allegiance to Australia is, well, that citizenship provides an indication of allegiance, or is allegiance not a prerequisite for a justice to the High Court?
Senator, I'll simply note that it's within Parliament's grasp, if they wish to insert a requirement that in order to be qualified to be appointed to the High Court that you also be an Australian citizen, then it would be appropriate for Parliament to consider amending the legislation.
So that'd be an amendment to the Judiciary Act?
It would actually be the High Court Act.
High Court Act. Yeah, whatever, one of them. Fine. Okay, that's reasonable. All right. I might leave it there. Thank you, Chair.